Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May I introduce myself? My name is Nurul Farah. I'm from School of Postgraduate Indonesian University of Education. Now I want to explain about my research. The title, the urgency of teacher needs in contextual learning through conservation of the carbon blue ocean ecosystem as a climate change mitigation strategy. And then introduction from the first, Indonesia, which has a coastline of more than 95.1 km, is one of the countries with the longest coastline in the world. And the second, Indonesian mangrove areas also the largest in the world, covering about 23% of the global mangrove area. And the third, the coastal area is the unique ecosystem enriched in biological and non-biological resources, but one of the other of the areas also vulnerable to environmental change, especially human activities. And the fourth change due to emission of greenhouse gases that cannot be released into the atmosphere is a global issue that has been going on for a long time. The various countermeasures that have been carried out are still not sufficient to reduce greenhouse gas in atmosphere. The last need of teachers are still minimal when learning by using tools such as media or field trip for field studies that can enable students to explore their knowledge through real contextual learning, both cognitively, actively, and psychomotor. And then method, the research study in a descriptive research framework which aims to capture and present effects, symptoms, and events that are desired to be raised appropriately. The design of his research is to field research in the coastal location of Cirebon in West Java. Research required 20 coastal community participants at the survey location who were part of the Cirebon coastal community. For the first is preparation phase, and the second implementation stage, and next research discovery stage, and then the last reporting stage. In the result indication, we see of one, this is a result of the frequency distribution of teacher needs for material delivery. This means that overall, based on the frequency distribution table, it is necessary for teacher to equip students with not only learning material content, but also contextual learning base, which requires direct objects so that students can see first the current condition of the mangrove environment. But the condition must be done so that they understand that the increased ocean blue carbon can be used in various alternative ways. And then result investigation from the first is students have a much better understanding of the importance of aspect in the economic field where this is part of the effect of providing ocean blue carbon ecosystem, but it must also be supported by the support of both teacher and people and local community together with a project and netting that can find alternative that can help for the survival together. And the second is inevitably that the table that the utilization of marine ecosystem resource is highly visible to global demand and trend. Therefore, it requires massive effort from various parties to encourage market transformation, to reduce damage to natural resource and to regulate sustainable development and social practice. Various parties have taken various initiatives to promote market conversion. And I quote, actually, education for ESG is an idea that comes from environmental education. And then the last, environmental education is a process of recognizing values and concepts with the aim of building the skill and attitude needed to understand and appreciate the relationship between culture and the biophysical environment. Environmental education also carry out behavior practice in making decisions or issues related to environment quality. And in conclusion, the need for teachers to develop integrated ESG is still not contextual and significantly touched, namely the large category in the disagree category with 70 result, while the lowest result in the frequency distribution is in the strongly disagree category with 0 result, while the mangrove ecosystem is one of the blue carbon ecosystem in coastal water that can be used as contextual learning media based that this can also help maintain the sustainability of mangrove ecosystem and the ability of mangrove absorb emission of earth, reaching 20 times the ability of tropical forest, namely the amount of carbon potential. The blue carbon cannot be separated from the extent of mangrove area in Indonesia. And then last I say thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.